Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Bhula Kumar. From today onwards, I am going to start the video lecture series on the topic of drilling engineering. Before starting that lecture of drilling engineering, we need to talk about the unit conversion, right? So why we need to understand the unit conversion, because in a when you do the engineering apart from the petroleum engineering, you people might aware about the unit conversion in the SI unit as well as the CGS unit, but in the petroleum engineering there is a field units. So we need to understand the basic fundamental of unit conversion to do the calculation, which is further going to use for the numeric to solve numerical, right? So let's start the lecture and let's understand the some basic and fundamental unit conversion. So moving back to the my first slide, that is first unit conversion, we are going to learn about the length, right? So when you talk about in the petroleum engineering, we usually write the length in a feet, right? But in SI unit we usually write in the meter. In the CGS unit we usually write in the centimeter. So we need to understand the unit conversion, how the conversion is taking place. In the PPT which is written over here, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, right? And which is equal to 3.28 feet. So we need to remember that the 1 meter is equal to 3.28 feet. So how we are going to remember this thing? Usually when you are going to the shop to buy some cloth, they usually used to measure the cloth in the meter, right? And they have a long scale. If you remember from the childhood or nowadays when you are going to buy some cloth, so they have a long scale. From that long scale they used to measure the cloth, right? So how we are going to convert this thing, right? So let's 1 meter it is, which is equal to the 3.2 feet, right? So can I say his one quantity is equal to the 3.28 quantity, right? So when you are moving from the higher unit to the lower unit, right? Higher unit to the lower unit, you need to do the simply multiplication. But when you are going from the lower unit to the higher unit, you need to simply divide the things. So how we are going to do this thing? Let's do some calculation to understand this thing. Let's do the some small example. We have 30 feet, right? How much? 30 feet. Now we need to convert into the meter. So as I know that 1 meter is equal to 3.28 feet, right? So can I write 1 feet is equal to 1 by 3.28 meter. I have to convert meter into I have to convert feet into the meter, right? So now we have a 30 feet. So simply multiplication 30 divided by 3.8 meter. If you do the calculation, you will get the some amount of value. That value will be equal to, let me do the calculation, 30 divided by 2.8, right? You will get the 13.33 meter. This is the one of the calculation. Now let's do the another calculation to understand this unit in the best possible way. To understand the unit in the best possible way, we have let's 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter we have. Now we have now for an example I have a 50 centimeter. Now I have to convert into the meter. So as I told you, when you are going from the higher unit to the lower unit, you need to simply multiply. Now you are going to convert 50 meter into the meter, so I have to divide. So can I write 1 centimeter is equal to 1 by 100 meter, and you have a 50 centimeter, you have a 50 centimeter, so 50 divided by 100, you will get 1 by 2. Simple calculation is there, right? Now for the further calculation, there are some other units are also available. You need to remember 1 feet is equal to 12 inch. Usually we as a human, we used to measure the height in the feet, right? Let's suppose my height is 6 feet, which is not true. Okay, I am very short, guys. So I have to convert feet into inch. So 1 feet is equal to 12 inch. So feet is the higher unit and the 12 inch is the lower unit. As I told you, we need to simply multiply. So multiply with the which quantity? 6, right? So now we can simply write 12 inch, which is equal to 72, I think, if I am good in the calculation. So this is the another conversion, and we also need to know that 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeter. Now let's do some calculation. Let's do another calculation. For an example, if they have someone is given, you have 250 inch. Now convert it into meter, right? Convert into the meter. So there is no direct relationship between the meter and the inch, but we know the one relation, that the 1 inch uh, 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeter. So once I am able to convert into the centimeter, then we can convert into the meter. So inch is given, right? So 1 inch is equal to 2.5 centimeter. So this we have to simply do the multiplication. So 25 inch is equal to 254 centimeter, right? Multiply with the 250. So let me do the calculation. 254 multiply with the 250, you will get 635. This much amount of the value you will get, centimeter, right? So now we have a 635 centimeter. We want to convert into the meter, right? So we know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So 1 centimeter is equal to 1 by 100 meter. We have 635 centimeter, which is equal to 635 divided by 100. You will get 6.35 meter. So this is the conversion, you need to remember that. And from you also remember 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. and there is another relationship is there, so miles is there. So what you need to remember, you need to this unit and this is very important. This is another things you need to remember. Since childhood you know this thing, this is also you know. So this is all about from this units. Now coming to this card. Now this the another unit conversion, we need to talk about the weight, right? Weight is the another unit conversion. So what I need to remember in this it, so 1 kg is equal to written over there 2.2 lbs, which is very important, right? And you also know that 1 kg is equal to 1000 kilogram, sorry, gram. So yeah, this is the fundamental things you need to remember, how the kg is converted into the lbs. Let's suppose for example you have a 500 kg. Now convert this thing into the lbs, pounds. So how we are going to convert this thing into the pounds? Simple relation, you need to remember the relation 1 kg is equal to 2.2 lbs, right? So as I told you, when you are going from the higher unit to lower unit, simply multiply. So you have to 50 kg to 500 kg 2.2 lbs, you will get the some value 500 multiply 2.2 lbs, you will get the 11,000, right? 1100 lbs. This is basic calculation you need to remember. Now if someone asks you convert this thing into the gram, right? Convert this thing, let's suppose, so if you have a, you know that 2.2 lbs is equal to 1000 gram. So 1 lbs is equal to into the gram, simple divide 2.2, you will get some value. You will, I think you will get 1000 divided by 2.2, you will get 4, yeah, this much amount of the value you are going to get, which is written over there. And the another things, if you want to convert how much amount of the kg you are going to get, so these are the basics things you need to remember some point. Let's suppose you have 1 kg and 1 kg is equal to 2.2 lb. lb means pounds, right? So if you convert 1 pounds equal to how many kg, so simple 2.2 divided by 1 kg, so you will get 0.453 kg. So yeah, this is the things. And you all know that milligram is nothing but 10 to the power 6, right? 10 to the power 6. Yeah, let's talk about the next slide.